Good afternoon, everyone. I hope that you and your families are staying safe and healthy and remaining connected, even at a distance through these challenging and difficult times. My name is Nanette Cooley, and I serve as the Executive Director for the Center for Career Development at Washington College. I'm joined today with my amazing team, who I will introduce briefly and ask that they share a bit more about themselves as we move through our discussion. So with us today is Lisa Moody, Associate Director for Career Development, Georgina Bliss, our career coach, Tia Pope, Assistant Dean for Co-Curricular Engagement, Darlene Ashley, Assistant Director for On-Campus Student Employment, and Janet Farman, who's our office coordinator and the first person that you will meet when you walk into our office. So we're really excited to have you with us today because we love to talk about what we do. Our goal is to support students as they begin to discover, explore, engage, and prepare for life after Washington College. We require that all first-year students complete a self-assessment exercise called Focus 2 during the summer prior to arriving on campus in the fall semester. The assessment really helps you better understand what could be important for you to consider when declaring things like your major, selecting classes, getting involved with clubs and organizations, as well as making important decisions about potential career paths that might align with your interests and goals. We're also here to help students gain valuable experience through externships and internships. If you're not familiar with those terms, externships allow students to participate in short-term observational experiences, typically with alumni or friends of the college. Internships are longer-term, hands-on experiences which allow students to gain practical experience, work on meaningful projects, and gain valuable skill sets that employers are looking for today as they source talent. So in addition to what you learn in a classroom, internships help you to develop some competencies like communication skills, problem solving, teamwork, leadership, analytical thinking, and other very relevant skill sets. All of these are, of course, nurtured through the liberal arts experience and education, but they will also provide a foundation for professional success. And Dean Pope will talk a bit more about these signature programs unique to Washington College in just a little bit. At the core of our work is commitment to encouraging students to take some risks, try new things, audition for a play, write for the Elm, our student newspaper, lead a club or organization, maybe engage with the local community in some way. There's lots of ways to discover what you are most passionate about. And as you learn more about what's important to you, identify your personal values, your strengths, your interests, you'll be able to make some really good decisions regarding what life might look like for you after Washington College. We like to say that the Center for Career Development is where futures take flight. And there's a quote that I often share with students, and one that I'll share with you today that I hope you remember as you make your college selection decision. And it reminds us that the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. At Washington College, we help you to realize your dreams, not just imagine them, but actually attain them. And I hope to be able to meet each and every one of you on campus next fall and learn a little bit about your dreams and how we can help you achieve them. So right now, I'm going to turn this over to Georgina Bliss, our career coach, who will share a little bit about the work she does with students at the Career Center.
Thank you. Yes, I'm Georgina Bliss. I'm the career coach, and I love being the coach at Washington College. And my role is really centered around engaging with students. And I engage in students in a variety of ways. I meet with students one-on-one. I help to advise some leadership groups. And I meet students sort of where they are. I go into classrooms, and I might conduct even a colloquium with students in our career lab. I love in particular, meeting with students to help them develop leadership skills, and I often do that through my absolute favorite activity, which is strengths development. I'm a Gallup Clifton Strengths 34 certified coach, and we use this tool to help students see the kinds of activities that they do best through the Clifton Strengths Assessment. It's a great opportunity for students to be able to marry with the things that they like to do and find those activities sort of holistically and granularly through these different kinds of experiences that we offer at Washington College. I'm also the advisor for the Career Ambassadors, which includes the International Corps, and we love to foster leadership roles within that corps. I also advise the American Marketing Association chapter, and again, we like to help students discover what their passions are through the different kinds of activities inside of those different student groups. We also offer a variety of other activities to give students practical experiences and help them explore networking and ways that they can connect with alumni and other professionals and activities. We offer a program called the Professional Week, which is a week of specially designed activities designed just for first-year students, which you'll obviously discover when you come to Washington College. We offer a similar program for sophomores called SOAR. And again, these are unique activities designed just for that class. And then there's other activities like TCAPs, which are targeted career awareness programs. I myself have managed an awareness program called the TCAP for Nonprofits, which specifically addresses those kinds of special activities and different types of employment and employers inside of the nonprofit category, inside the nonprofit umbrella. So there are lots and lots of different ways that you can become engaged at Washington College through different programs that we offer at the Center for Career Development. Thanks so much. And I'm going to pass it along to Lisa.
Hi, excuse me. My name is Lisa Moody. I'm the Associate Director for Career Development in the Center for Career Development. And I oversee the Campus Student Employment Office. I work with employer relations, so building relationships with our employment community. I meet one-on-one with students, oversee our professional development workshop series, as well as monitor the first year career awareness program, which I'll talk about a little later. We're so excited to work with you this upcoming school year. There are 8 skills that are highly desired in today's job market, which include communicating well, whether you're speaking or writing, using sound judgment to make decisions and to solve problems, working well with others and building relationships, leading others to achieve common goals, showing integrity in your behavior and in the way that you work, talking about your strengths and skills and being able to go after job opportunities, interacting with all kinds of people and understanding cultural differences, and using current and upcoming technology to solve problems and complete tasks. A liberal arts education is invaluable in helping you develop these skills, not only in the classroom, but also through opportunities such as study abroad. The Career Center comes alongside you to help you further develop these skills by keeping a pulse on the expectation of graduate schools and employers and making sure we include them in the work that we do with you. One of the programs that we are really, really proud of that is designed for you as a first-year student is our first-year career awareness program, also known as the First Year CAP. This program is done in partnership with the Provost's Office, Academic Affairs, and the First Year Advisors. And it starts with you completing your Focus 2 assessment over the summer, as Nanette mentioned, and then continuing the program throughout your first year at Washington College. Through the First Year CAP, we're able to introduce you to career-related concepts early in your college career, so you're aware of the type of skills you need now and those you'll need to develop as you continue through college. The program requires about 6 activities that must be completed over an entire academic year. You'll learn more about these specifics in late August. Our primary way to deliver these activities is through our professional development workshops and events. The PDW calendar allows us to provide you and the rest of our student body with over 80 opportunities a year to choose from and to learn these career-related skills and concepts. These robust programs are hosted by our staff or in collaboration with outside partners, which include Washington College alumni, recruiters, and even departments across campus. Again, the idea is to prepare our students to compete for graduate school or employment opportunities such as research, internships, etc. In addition to our students connecting to alumni and recruiters through workshops, we host general career fairs and targeted fairs for areas like STEM. We also host an employer in residence program and mock interview week where students can practice interviewing with a recruiter in person or virtually so they are prepared to ace them in the real world setting. So as you can see, we have a lot of really great opportunities for you to connect with us so that we can prepare you for your future, whether that's in gaining a job shadowing opportunity, an internship, or eventually your full-time job or helping with grad school. And we really cannot wait to work with you once you get here. So again, make sure that you become a partner with this office. Again, there's always wonderful ways to reach out and engage with us, and we're partners with you in your success. Next, I'll go ahead and pass you along to Tia Pope.
Hi, everyone. My name is Tia Pope. I'm the Assistant Dean, and I am very excited to talk to you about experiential learning. So experiential learning is all what I do. So I focus on internships, the job shadowing program, and other experiences that may help you with grad school or future jobs or things like that. So as far as job shadowing goes, the job shadowing program is an opportunity to spend a day or two or three and really get a little bit of an overview of what it's like in a day in the life of. So we have alumni, we have friends of the college who offer these opportunities to our students so that you can get an experience in a law office or a nonprofit or a medical setting. And so we want you to be able to have those opportunities so that you can decide maybe this is for me or maybe this isn't so much for me in a very short-term experience. And then I also help with internships. The beauty of internships is that you get to spend a lot more time digging into those things that you're really excited about. So these opportunities typically last for several weeks. Some students do internships during the semester, while other students do internships over the summer, totally your choice. But we have a variety of internship opportunities that students take advantage of, especially through our signature internship program. We have signature internships, which means that these are opportunities that are exclusive to Washington College students or semi-exclusive to Washington College students, meaning there are only a small pool of people eligible for these opportunities. So for example, we have a great relationship with the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Association, also known as NOAA. And we are one of a few schools that gets to send students there to a variety of sites across the country. We also are one of a few partners for the National Security Scholars Program, which is run through NSA for you techie people who like to do things like cybersecurity and things like that. The great thing about that program is that you get fast track security clearance, you get a scholarship, and you get a guaranteed paid internship, which is super fantastic. And then another example is Children's National Medical Center. We have a great relationship with Children's National where we are one of the only schools that gets to send a student to Children's for a month to shadow a cardiologist. And they get to do really cool things like witness open heart surgeries and all that cool stuff. So lots of really cool opportunities designed specifically for our college students. And also, I just want to make sure that you're aware, one of the things that's really unique about Washington College is we encourage you to get involved in experiential learning as soon as possible. We want you to be able to experience new things and tackle those questions that you have about what you're ready for or what you're not ready for or what you want to do or what you're not ready to do. And so many schools will say that you can't do these things until junior or senior year, and we think that's way too late. So we want to make sure that you get on this as soon as you can. and find opportunities that are great for you. So with that, I will turn it over to Darlene.
Hi, everybody. I am Darlene Ashley, and I am the Assistant Director for On-Campus Employment. And I want to start by saying thank you, and hopefully you will make us your selection here at Washington College. And if you haven't noticed already, the Career Development Center is all things jobs. So I come in where I can help you locate a campus job. Now, outside of finance being a benefit, of course, you could make some money. We think of it as this is an opportunity for you to grow your resume. Along with what Tia had just spoke about in reference to your internships and your externships, we want to make sure that you are working and that you are getting the experience to place on your resume. So we have all types of jobs on campus. It's not a difficult process at all. There is only one requirement, which you may have heard Ms. Lisa Moody speak of, which is a PDW, Professional Development Workshop. So the one requirement to being an on-campus student employee would be you have to take one professional development workshop per semester, which is about 40 minutes. Again, you only have to take one of those to be a student worker. And now I'll highlight some of the campus jobs that you could actually apply for. And we have students that work at the IT department, which would be like help desk assistants. We have students, if you're interested in culinary, we have the catering department, we have lifeguards, we have note takers, athletics, hire quite a few students, somewhere around 80 students for the year. If you're interested in writing, we have the ELM, and then the GIS program is one that I really like to highlight. So that would be the Geographic Information Systems. And they do a lot of information data gathering for the state of Maryland. So they take on a lot of different projects, and some would be crime and traffic. And what they do is they compile all of this data and then they put it back out. And it's a lot of great information for students to come and to learn. It's very interesting work. And they do some things with economic development in reference to where things are located, liquor stores and shopping malls, and domestic violence, where do things take place, traffic stops, and all sorts of things. So it's just a wonderful program over there. And let's see, there are all sorts of things you can do on campus. So now I'm going to tell you about the process. So the first thing you need to do is you need to think about, do you want to work your first semester? Now, working on campus along with your studies, we want your studies to be the very first thing that you consider. You can only work 20 hours a week. However, we want you to think about your workload, and we want you to make studying your first priority. So once you have made your decision if you want to work on campus or not, here is the process. First thing you want to do is you want to log on to the Washington College website, and you want to select Career Development all the way at the bottom of the homepage. Once you get to Career Development, select JobX. JobX is the hosting software that will list all on-campus jobs. Once you get there, you're going to notice there are some jobs that say work study and non-work study. So when you did your FAFSA application, I'm pretty sure on there somewhere there was a box that you needed to select to ask about federal work study funding. So if you haven't done that, take the time now to go back to say, did we select that box or not? Because that's what you're going to need to know, because federal work study students are the only ones who can apply for federal work study jobs. Okay, so with that in mind, don't fret. You might see a few more than others, but that's okay. The same position in that department will be listed twice. It will be listed as a federal work study position and a non-federal work study position. So no frets, no fears. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to go to JobX, right? And then you're going to go to Students. And once you get to students, I want you to look for required forms. Under required forms, there's going to be an application. Might be a little lengthy, it's okay, you're going to breeze right through it. Probably take you 5 minutes, but this is the important part. You're going to need to bring some identification with you. Make sure you bring either A, your passport, which is on the required forms on the I-9. Okay, so you're going to bring either your passport or your driver's license, birth certificate, or social security card, whatever you and your parents feel comfortable with bringing. But you must bring these items with you. You cannot make copies and bring copies with you. They must be in an original form. Okay, so then you're going to bring them with you, and then we can complete the process. Otherwise, it's going to hold you up just a little bit. And I think that's pretty much it for me. And then I'm going to just toss this ball right back to Lisa Moody, I do believe. And thank you again.
So I hope you have been able to understand exactly what it is that we do. And trust me, there's so much more. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hop into our questions. And I see that they are coming in. And so the first question is, does the Career Center help students get internships at the STAR Center?
Yes. Yes, we do. So the STAR Center is one of our special on-campus opportunities where students can do things like digitizing historical documents, doing oral histories, things of that nature. And so the really cool thing about the STAR Center is that they employ students from a variety of majors. So yes, we can help you get opportunities there. We'll just, again, you wanna come into the Career Center, make sure you have a snazzy resume, and then you're all set to apply. There are lots of opportunities on JobX, but sometimes the STAR Center is even willing to work with you on projects that you may even come up with. And so it's really a great opportunity and great way to get involved with something on campus.
Awesome, thanks, Tia. The next question is, where are students going for graduate programs, law school, after attending Washington College?
So I'm happy to respond to that question. We just published our class of 2019 First Destinations report, which highlights all of our outcomes for the class, and we publish an annual report. This past year's class regarding law school, several of our alumni have decided to go on to Widener, Delaware Law School, Drexel, William and Mary, and Western Michigan. Last year, we also had students attend Catholic University for law school. But our top grad schools overall for the class of 2019 include Penn State, Wake Forest, University of Maryland, Duke, Boston University, Johns Hopkins University, University of Virginia, University of California, Davis. And from the class of 2018, five of our recent grads from that class actually attended Columbia University right after graduation from Washington College. So those are just a sampling of some of the universities that our grads go on to for law school as well as other graduate programs.
Thank you, Nanette. I have another question, and students, please feel free to continue to add your questions in the chat box. This next question is, how easy is it to have an internship during a semester if the internship is in the DC metro area? Since I'm a history political science major, there would be a lot of internship opportunities in DC.
You are absolutely right. DC is a hotspot for history and political science majors, but so is Chestertown. So we have great opportunities through the STAR Center, like I mentioned before. We have great opportunities through the departments. The political science department has a great relationship with the Maryland legislature. And so we have students who go and intern with Maryland delegates. We also have programs like Model UN, and that program is sometimes offered for credit, but is another great opportunity to hone some of those skills that you need in a future career in law or whatever it is that you may be interested in. One of the really cool things about the Star Center also is that they offer a program called Explore America. And so these programs put students in a variety of locations across the country. Places like the Apollo and the National Museum of Art and other Smithsonian museums. And it's a great way to take advantage of some really cool opportunities that many students don't get to take advantage of. So to answer your question about the semester may be a little tricky because DC is about an hour and a half away, so that can be a bit of a commute. But we have local opportunities that you can take advantage of during the semester. And then we certainly encourage you to go ahead and take advantage of something over the summer in DC, where you can work with the legislature or you can work with our representatives or senators or what have you.
Thank you. For those who do not go to grad school, law school, or med school, how many of them are employed 6 to 9 months after graduation?
So I'm happy to respond to that as well. Again, based on the research conducted for the First Destinations report, of the class of 2019, 73% of those graduates were employed within 9 months after graduation. So 73% of the class was actually employed, and 19% decided to pursue continuing education. So that included grad school, law school, and medical school. So those two percentages combined total 92% of the class, which compares very favorably with other highly selective liberal arts colleges. So we're really pleased with those numbers.
Wonderful, thank you. So how long is the Career Center open to students after graduation?
And again, I can respond to that. I'm happy to say that the Career Center is available to all of our alumni free of charge for a lifetime. We offer career services to any alum from any class year. We have a part-time alumni career counselor who works with alumni who are in transition, who are looking to perhaps move to another area of the country or overseas. And so we do offer those services, again, free of charge.
Wonderful. And our last question, if we don't have any more to come after this, is what is the average starting salary for Washington College students after graduation? These are some good questions.
That's a really good question. And, you know, when students have to make decisions about where they will spend the next 4 years of their life, return on investment is really, really important and something that everyone should be thinking about. And I can tell you that overall, when we look at all of our majors,